vairagyabhyam tan nirodha. Alright, so now I'm going to get into Sanskrit a little bit. You can go to the Ananda Ashram website and find a whole bunch of material and CDs and I don't know about DVDs and perhaps about all kinds of stuff that he has authored. Anytime you get access to his voice itself, it holds a very special, powerful charge in case you were unable to detect it. It should have been rather obvious. Okay? This is going to be a general introduction to Sanskrit. And as I said, we're going to go over the first line of vowels, which is going to be very helpful in our chanting of the mantras. So the first step is to clear your mind of everything. Imagine your mind becoming an empty slate that really doesn't even speak any languages. It's just like an empty field of consciousness that doesn't even construct words or thoughts or any language. And from this place of stillness and emptiness, first of all, this is a great place to exist. But second of all, this is where we begin to study Sanskrit from. Okay? We generally would start the study of Sanskrit with a meditation that would quiet your mind and still you and balance you and get you out of this whirlwind of thoughts that always is gripping you. It appears that most of us are already at that point, so we will move forward. Okay? When you do begin your self-study of Sanskrit, it is nice always to center yourself through the pranayama exercise that we did last week. We did it last week, or last week today? I think I taught you guys. I don't know if the group got it. This is a language of energy. Okay? The important thing to understand is that energy will affect you. Why will energy affect you? Does anyone know? Yes. You are energy. Right? Does that make sense? Anytime two energetic bodies meet, there is an exchange, an interchange, an influence between the two parties. They affect each other, in other words. Does that make sense? Okay. So, the first thing to realize is that energy is going to affect you whether you see it happening or not. Okay? The energy that we're speaking about, you can't see it. And it does not make it less real that you cannot see this energy. And I'll give you many examples now of energy that affects you that you cannot see. Okay? Because it's important to know that energy will affect you in a positive way, or it can affect you in a negative way. Either one, you couldn't see the energy, and yet it could have had a positive effect or it could have had a negative effect, depending. For example, cell phone radiation. People, y'all want to keep putting your cell phones to your ears and keep talking like this and not use a speakerphone and keep it, you are asking for a lot of trouble. Because this is a very chaotic, dissonant, electromagnetic, energetic field that is affecting your nervous system. Okay? Now, the skull is very well protected, kind of like a football helmet. The skull protects the brain from all radiation. The radiation does not penetrate the skull. But the skull has one very vulnerable place where there's actually a main line directly into the brain. which happens to be your ear canal. The one place is not guarded by bone, is the one place you put the strongest source of radiation into your brain. And that's why there's an epidemic of brain tumors. And that is why you generally find people getting the brain tumors on the side of their head that they hold their phone on. Okay? It's a hidden epidemic. They're suppressing that because they don't want anyone to really get scared that cell phones are really that dangerous, but they really are. Because it's an example of energy that you can't see it. You can't see the energy messing with you. It's invisible energy, but it's there it is affecting you negatively. Okay? I already gave the example of the electromagnetic radiation that comes through either big power lines or small power lines. The electromagnetic field that I am next to because I'm closer to the wall than you. So I'm closer to the wall, I'm closer to the copper wiring, I'm closer into the electromagnetic field, I'm being more effective. Okay? Energy, this is why I wear my protective device. Whether it works or not, I have no idea, because I can't see the problem to begin with. And I can't see the problem, I can't see the solution. But I know the problem exists, so maybe the solution is real, and I don't really care. Okay? I just know the problem's real. Okay? These are examples of energy affecting you negatively. Nuclear radiation. Can you see the nuclear radiation? No. Will it destroy you in a matter of short order? Of course it will. Energy affecting you badly. You can't see it. Now we switch gears and talk about all the different ways energy can affect you positively that you can't see. Okay? These Sanskrit sounds are the epitome of that subject. Energy vibrations that bring integrity to your organ systems. Vibrational frequencies that heal your body because they resonate to the healthy frequency of the organ or of the part of your body, of the gland. Energy waves that when your body is exposed to them, your body becomes more harmonic in general and more harmonic to the universe. Energy waves that actually transform your body in a healing direction are just as possible as energy waves that destroy you. Okay? Some are what are called harmonic, meaning they're building. Some are dissonant, meaning they are destructive. Make sense? We're all together? So as we study Sanskrit, and I begin to explain to you that these are the frequencies that heal your body, very specifically related to the chakras themselves, and related to the sound of Om, and very much scientific frequencies that are affecting every dimension of your being. See, this is exactly the point where this stuff becomes scientific. And I mean, like physics, like science. These are frequencies. These are measurable frequencies. Frequency means a rate of speed that something is rotating. Okay? Sound waves hitting its peak and its trough, specific speed. These are specifically scientific, measurable, having specific effects on your body. This stuff is so real, which is why to pronounce this stuff correctly is a very big difference than not pronouncing it correctly. Does that make sense? It's like you're either going to hit 103.5 or you're going to hit 103.8. And don't you think that static makes a difference in everyone's experience? It does. Right? Because that's what it is, static. It ain't right. It ain't really, it's close. Okay? So, understand firstly that when we're going to tell you mantras pretty soon. Mantras